What's going on, everyone? Nick here with my review for Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, Episode 9, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, this episode features, the Legends actually going after Rip Hunter, as we saw at the mid-season finale. He thinks that he's a film director back in the day with his buddy George Lucas. And George Lucas is one of the focal points of the episode, surprisingly enough. And, just off the bat, this episode really felt like a fanboy kind of love letter to George Lucas. Like, this episode's just chock full of references to his filmography and just to how he was as a person and everything. And I actually did like the inclusion of having a young George Lucas. I thought it was really fun. It added a new layer to the show that you kind of had in previous episodes. They had like an Einstein episode and things like that, and it's always fun seeing like a younger version of a pretty historic figure in a TV show or a movie like this. It's always cool to see that. And the plot of the episode is essentially that the Legion of Doom are hot on the trail of this fake Rip Hunter that he believes he's just a film director, and they're after the Spear of Destiny, and that's kind of the MacGuffin of the episode. And funny enough, that's the MacGuffin of this version of Rip, his film that he's making. And that really was a nice parallel, and this episode really felt like a welcome return to the show, because if you guys checked out my review for Supergirl this week, it was called Supergirl Lives, the episode. It was Kevin Smith's one. I really was not into that episode. I felt it was a very weak, kind of season premiere, mid-season premiere, should I say. But this one is a very cool, like I was mentioning, it was very fun, great character stuff in there. They're going further into the whole story of why Mick is having visions and stuff, and like Easter egg stuff in there for Nate's character and Ray Palmer, because they grew up watching Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and that's what led to them being a historian and a scientist. And just generally, I really enjoyed the character interactions and things of that nature. So overall, I'm going to give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. It's not anything amazing. It wasn't like the worst episode of the season, but it was a very enjoyable, fun ride to get us back into the groove with Legends. And I think that this season is going to be slightly longer than the first one, because I believe they ordered an additional 3 or 4 episodes. So it should be pretty cool to see how they stretch out the further, Legion of Doom storyline here, because I'm not going to mention what happens at the end of the episode. That's kind of going into spoiler territory, but something with a major character happens, and I guess that's going to inform the plot of next week's episode, and then maybe further ones if they don't get to resolve it right away. But anyways, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you guys think of the Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 mid-season premiere? Also, if you guys are stopping by the channel for the first time and you like this review, consider subscribing to the Hyper Network, because we cover all of the latest DC TV shows on the CW and plenty of other things. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys next week.